on my Vlogmas channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about having Christmas in a hot climate. Something that I have done myself, and I'm sure many of you have had holidays over there, or perhaps you are from a hot climate already and that is what you're used to. For myself, coming from England, I am used to cold Christmases, freezation Christmases. I obviously would spend them in front of roaring fires. I would be watching Christmas movies in front of a nice hot sitting room. I will be going out for wintry walks with my hat, gloves, scarves, thick jackets, boots, you name it, I'll be wrapped up. So yeah, it is obviously different to have a Christmas in a hot climate, and I spent 2 of those in Namibia. The first Christmas that I had there, it was weird. It was a couple of days before Christmas, and we went to the outdoor swimming pool, and I was sunbathing out there, and it just felt so weird. It was the first time I'd ever spent a Christmas in a hot climate at that point. My second Christmas was my favourite because we had my mum and dad come out to celebrate it with us. I picked them up from the airport on Christmas Eve. It was also lovely. I hadn't seen them for ages, so it was a nice to reunite with them. We had a lovely dinner that on Christmas Eve at the lodge. So me and my husband worked and managed a lodge out in the Orongo Mountains in Namibia, and so my mum and dad stayed at the lodge as well. We were working over Christmas, but it was still very nice. My mum and dad were there. We still spent time with them, which was lovely. So then on Christmas Day, it's always been a tradition of ours to wear a Christmas jumper, but with it being hot out there, my mum brought over some nice little Christmas t-shirts for us to wear, which was lovely. So we wore those all day Christmas. We set off with having a nice breakfast as we would normally do. Our staff in the kitchen then put on a beautiful spread. It was a sort of buffet style with cold meats. We had beef, we had chicken, we had salads. So very different because obviously we're used to having turkey over in England, but we stuck with the chicken and beef because it's not as popular over there. Then in the afternoon, my mum and dad just chilled out for the afternoon, and then I had the night off, and we went and had took part in a nature drive, which was lovely. Saw some beautiful game out on that drive. We stopped for a sundowner and watched the sunset over the Orongo Mountains. So it was absolutely beautiful, and then we came back. AB came and had dinner with us. Obviously he was still kind of working into the evening, just checking on guests and everything, because obviously we still had guests at the lodge, and that was included game meat and veggies and more of a sort of proper dinner that we had in the evening. So the day went absolutely quickly, but it was again very different. You've got your Christmas trees in the main entrance, and with the sun shining, it's 20 odd degrees outside. It was just crazy, and my mum and dad also found it very weird as it was their first Christmas in a hot climate. But we had such an amazing time, and then on Boxing Day, AB and myself, we both had a couple of days off at that point. So we drove to the coast and spent some time in Swakopmund, again just lapping up the sun and enjoying being outside. And as I say, very, very different. If I'm honest, I prefer to have Christmas over in England just because that's what I'm used to. I love sort of, getting around the fireplace and just watching movies and getting wrapped up. I don't know, there's something so nice and cosy about that. But it's always great to have an experience doing something completely different over the Christmas time, and it's one that I'll never ever forget. And I'm sure I'll do it in years to come as well. So I'd never say it's my last time having a Christmas in a hot climate, but yeah, as I say, it's just something you get used to. But let me know if you've had any weird and wonderful places that you've experienced Christmas. I'd love to hear from you about those. Pop them in the comments below, and I will see you tomorrow for another Vlogmas day. Have a good day. Bye bye.